All right, on the outside, you have your lower lights and your upper lights. Your switches for them are going to be located right underneath the cap. They're just little toggles. You do have another light underneath your cap, just a little on and off switch on the back side of it. You have one battery inside the compartment. Do take out in the winter, that way it don't freeze and bust. Oh, there's actually two of them there, sorry. I need to see it back there. So you got your propane and your valve. Whatever way this valve is facing, that's what tank you're going to use. So right now the valve's facing this way, so we'll crank this one on. Use this tank. Once this tank goes empty, just flip this valve over, open up the other side, and it'll start feeding right through. Leave that on for a minute. I'll hit my head. This compartment, you got your battery disconnect. So whenever you're not using it, want to kill your battery power, just flip it straight up. Comes right out, kills all the batteries. This is how you're going to level it. All you got to do is press the up and down arrow together. Turn up green, hit auto level, and just let it go. Once it's done, this will stop flashing green, and you'll be good to go. This is your outside spray hose. Oh, this is a little quick connect right here. So shove it in there. Turn your pump on, and away you go. This guy here is only for winterization, so you don't have to worry about it right now. When you do winterize, all you gotta do is hook up to this little white guy here that says sanitize and winterize, and then flip your valves to winterize, stick this down in a jug antifreeze, and away you go. Just make sure you put your hot water tank back on bypass, so that way the antifreeze don't go inside your hot water tank. Also, while I'm in here, you're normally going to be hooked up, so you just go to city. So green goes that way, blue goes that way. Hook your hose up right to here. I suggest a water regulator first. Put your water regulator, and then you can run it just like you do your house. Now, if you do want to fill your tank, you go to tank fill, so the green go that way, blue go down, hose will still go in the same spot. But once you fill your tank, then you got to go to dry camp. So flip this that way, that one back that way, so that way it'll pump the water through your system. This black one up here is very important. It's a black tank flush. So you take your hose off, stick it up here, open up your black tank valve once you have it hooked up draining, and then turn the water on here. Make sure this valve is open when you have this water on. If not, it is a sealed unit and it is coming back up. You do have a pump button outside, and you got another pump button inside the trailer. You got one black and two grays. You can leave your grays open, it don't matter. Black you always keep closed. Before you use it, dump 10 gallons of water down the toilet, 4 ounces of chemical, so that way it eats up everything and drains properly. This guy here is for your outside stove. This part here is going to click right on to the stove, kind of like so, and away you go. This one's going to hook underneath the trailer with a valve, and I'll show you when we get to that side of the trailer. You do got a 50 to 30 adapter. The only thing you can't do with this is run both ACs at the same time. You do have a sewer hose, just click it right on. Then you have a 15 to 30 adapter. The only thing this is going to do is charge your batteries, and that's really it. So this is the back side of your hot water tank. Got a little 15/16 plug. Goes right down here in the bottom. Ooh, maybe. Twist it right on like that. And as soon as you turn on your water, it's automatically going to fill up your hot water tank. Give it about 2-3 minutes. Turn your hot side on your kitchen faucet. Once the air is all out, then you can flip your hot water tank on the computer board inside, and I'll show you when we get into there. Which I can leave that in there. This is the back side of your furnace. Do be careful, it does get really hot. I do suggest a mud diver screen over top of this. Mud divers go right in there, cause your furnace not to operate. So this is where you plug your cord in. Just a little twist lock. Little blue light means you got power going to the trailer. On your slide outs, make sure you get on top, sweep them off before you ever roll them in. If not, it'll actually damage the rubber. And at least once a year, spray down the rubbers with a rubber seal conditioner. So then that way they stay nice, pliable, and last for years. Your drain for your tank is actually right there. So your gray tank and your black tank will all hook up right to that location. I do suggest on your wheels, every 5 years change them. At least once a year, get them repacked. The white valve up there is for your fresh tank. So if you go to drain it, all you gotta do is open it up and away it goes. Now when you go to winterize and you want to get all the water out for your refrigerator, that's going to be this other little valve. It's just a little pull valve and out it goes. You have a ladder so that way you can climb up on your roof. Your roof is walkable, so it is not going to hurt for you to get up there, walk around. You're not going to damage anything. You have a hitch here in the back, and also already pre-wired with a 4-plug. Should be right here. Okay. So here's where your hookup is for that gas line. So that valve goes open. This thing will move freely. Stick your hose in, and then lock it down before you try to start it. They got two, but you actually have two of them. There's another one right up here as well. This little guy here is for your spare tire. If you ever have to start driving it, all you gotta do is crank it down and it'll go. So on your outside stuff, just pull straight out. Take this little guy, spark it one time. Sometimes take 2 or 3, and it'll just light right up. But you actually see it lit down here. There should be a tray somewhere. And your tray's right here. So your tray is right on top of that. So that way it catches your grease instead of falling down on your campground. Just make sure you remove this just like that before you try to close it. Outside refrigerator, you got a little dial knob right here. Wherever you set it, that's how cold it's gonna be. 7's gonna be your coldest. If you don't want it on, you just flip it straight to off. Which it's electric only. So you have to be plugged into 110 for it to work at all. You do have 2 light switches. First one closest to you is gonna be the big ones. Second one's gonna be your blue light special. You do have a TV out, hook up outside. This will run off of your antenna up on the roof. So all you gotta do is just plug it in, coax to that, coax to the TV, plug it in here, and away you go. You do have a GFI back here. So some of your outlets are tied in with this too. So if you have problems with outlets, just press this button, make sure it's good to go. Open this door real quick. On your steps, all you gotta do, pick straight up. They go right in. Once you're finished, or you wanna start using them again, all you gotta do is pull them straight down. Now while I've got it in this position, there's a pin right here that comes out. So you can adjust your foot so that way it's nice and level where your door will shut nice and easy for you. Just make sure your pin is all the way in, like so when you shut it, because sometimes it'll poke out and you'll hit the door frame. This little light switch here, press it up. It's just a little blue light that's up underneath your steps, so it makes it a little easier for you to see at night. You do have 2 outside speakers. When we get inside on the radio, I'll show you how to operate them because they got their own separate volume knob. You do have an outside sink, which then you have 2 light switches here. One's gonna be your white lights, the other one's gonna be your blue lights. You do have another TV hookup right here. So if you want to put a TV outside, you hook it up the same as in the back. Your little light switch right on top to the left is going to be on. Straight in the middle is off. To the right is going to be motion. So when you shut your door, it'll shut itself off. They do send you a nice little tire gauge to check your tire pressure. And this is the other side of your other tank. Which you do have 2 outlets up here. And then this is going to be your driver vent. So you don't have to do nothing, just when you start drying, it'll actually just vent out like you do at your home. And then roll your awning out real quick. And as you can tell, you kind of see it flapping. Whenever you're not sitting underneath it or it gets real windy, roll this thing in. There are giant parachutes. It don't matter if you're just going down the street for a quick second, go fishing, do whatever, just roll this thing in. Just as easy as pressing a button. If you do want to tilt it though, you got them on both sides, the same as your back awning. All you gotta do is just pull straight down and it'll lock right into place. And when you go to put it in, push it straight up, hit the retract button, and away you go.